Okay, a dedicated track day tool for £25,000. Now that should be easier than it once was because there's a lot of new rivals on the market. Of course there's the obvious option, but let's try and ignore that at the moment. I'm a real big fan of the Aerial Atom and I'd love it if there was one within our budget, but at the moment there really isn't. Next thing I've always really liked for this sort of money would be a Lotus Exige S1, but the values have really escalated on those cars recently, so we're actually going to have to look at the Series 2, which is arguably the better car, especially with the Toyota engine in it. I found a really nice one here for 26.5 grand, so that is definitely a contender. Probably the most cost-effective tool you can get for this money is Westfields. They really are great value, but come on, if you're looking at Westfields, you're back to the obvious choice, and I found a great car. Let's go and have a look at it now. Of course we're at Caterham. Where else would we be? I actually had a little wobble about this PH challenge. This is such an obvious choice. The mental R400. Reason I've chosen the R400 is it offers an insane amount of performance. This car is powered by the later 2-litre Duratec Ford engine, which comes with 210 horsepower and about 150 pound-foot of torque. That means this thing goes from 0 to 62 miles an hour in a frankly ridiculous 3.8 seconds. So even if you're coming from a supercar, this is still insanely quick. Price-wise, this car is £27,995. Sorry guys, I've done it again. I've gone over budget. But this car has a vanity plate. That's got to be worth, I don't know, 2 grand. But enough talking, let's go and take it out for a drive. This thing's just so tractable. I love the fact this car's also got a windscreen, which probably says a lot more about me. If you bought one of these for your first track day tool, you can learn with the car, you can actually develop your driving skills, and this thing's great because it teaches you about catching those huge oversteer slides over 100 miles an hour. And then when you've accomplished all of that, then you can move on to the cars with aero, then you can move on to your radicals and your incredibly quick Westfields. But I think to miss out on this would do serious injustice to your driving CV, your driving portfolio. I've been waiting to get some oil temperature for quite a long time and we're finally up. So here goes the full acceleration. That is quite insane. The traction's incredible. These tyres, these 13-inch Avon CR500s, they hold on surprisingly well. This thing's made to be used. Hard. This thing is monumental to drive, just as good as it was back in 2007 when I last drove one. The other thing about Caterhams is they're so cheap to track. It's light on tyres, it's light on brakes, it doesn't even use that much fuel. I love this thing. This thing is worth every penny. This is the perfect track day toy.